My today's review of New York Times has many different facets. Let me start here with the front page. It says, after Cuban doctor left, Brazilians are suffering like anything. In one particular town, out of 18 doctors they had, there's only one left. And now the condition has become so very pathetic that these people are staying in queue and people are waiting for days and months to get treated. They're almost like a baby which is fed at certain time of the day if the mother is fine. So other one comes this we call the brutality or the spinning dance floor. This is related to what the situations in East Germany after they demolished the old Parliament House to start a new arena for dancing floor. That's also a different kind of story, but the interesting one I'm going to come is being YouTuber is a qualification other than what you are as an architect, an engineer, or a MBA graduate or whatnot you call it. So let me get into that where it says this relates to the story of all the Russian YouTubers. They are branding themselves as a YouTuber with as big as a TV personality in some way. So let me get into that part. So here comes the Russians flock to a spot where free speech flows. YouTube. Crazy. This is being written by Neil. Let me take his first name only. Let me read a part of it. Mainstream television in Russia, states managed by Kremlin, barely mentions Pussy Riot, the anti-Putin punk band, or Alexia Navalny, the country's most prominent opposition figure. Forget about hearing such feminist talk or humor at the expense of government or Russia itself. So the thing is, it's so very interesting to note how people are trying to create their own avatar through YouTube, and it's a very interesting platform. And the interesting part is, it always helps you draw a lot of people who are not into mainstream media. Like this can draw a lot of crowd from young viewers. Like this lady Damila Propenci, 25, whose success as stand-up comedian started with his YouTube videos, has toned down overt politics, although he still mocks the government and encourages subscribers to participate in some demonstrations. And many other interesting stories, like it gives voices to the women. Let me read it. Giving voices to women issues. Some quickie shows over the success to focusing on topics that federal channels either ignore or denigrate. The feminism on Nikki Bodud's Nixel Pixel channel, she talks the camera directly on the issues of sex life, combating to domestic violence, not saving her legs, and God, masturbation. And so many other things. And some YouTubers have even ventured into exploring the Russian dark part. So, dark past, I mean. So, it's high time. I would advise, even I was trying to tell my son, who is in his this past his teens, he's such a wonderful cook, and the way he prepares his different kinds of culinary always surprises me. And he does have a YouTube channel, and now I'm going to make him a professional YouTuber in no time. These school degree or certificates has certain value, but the value you get out of popularity through this non-stream media, social pages can do wonders. No, no, he wants to go to Harvard, he says, and he wants to save money. And that might be a better way to save money from this stage. He's in class 8. By the time he passes class 12, so it'll be 5 years down the line, he might be saving enough money to go to Harvard. So being a YouTuber can add a lot of dimensions to your personality. I think this should conclude my review of New York Times today, because I didn't find many articles interesting other than this one related to YouTube. So, bye bye. Love you all. See you tomorrow again with one of my yet another exciting review of New York Times, published by Republica in Kathmandu.